Yo, what up guys? Welcome to Jack's Off to another adventure. So right now I am in Singapore, and here in Singapore there are a lot of Chinese people. There's Chinese signs everywhere. People are speaking different dialects of Chinese. The first Prime Minister of Singapore was a Chinese dude, and some US politicians can't differentiate Singapore and China. So when you have so many Chinese people in one area, there's ought to be a Chinatown, which Singapore does have. So if you want to check out Singapore's Chinatown, then join me as Jack's Off to Niu Che Shui. Let's go. When visiting new countries, I just want to try their public transit at least once. So let's see how Singapore's transit feels like. Check it out. Even in Singapore, no durian, no food, no smoking, no inflamables. That's why it's so clean here in Singapore. Just to get to the ticket counter, this is like the third set of escalators. I guess Singaporeans are escalator enthusiasts. So I was told that in Singapore, you just need to use your Visa card, tap in. There you go. You don't have to buy a ticket. Wow. Oh. That's high-tech stuff. Here's another set of escalators. And then once we go down there, we have to go down another set. So confirm, Singaporeans are indeed escalator enthusiasts. Wow. Kind of just exited the MRT and we ended up here in a food stall. But like I said, Chinese food and Chinese people are everywhere. Ooh. This is like a very prominent Chinese community, but I'm not sure if this is officially the Chinatown yet. After all, we're here for the Chinatown, although like the Chinese community is like a bonus. So we've hit our first point of interest here in Chinatown, or around Chinatown, yes. Over here, we have the Muhammad Ali Lane. We have some Chinatown murals. Check it out, we have the old entertainer with the fat puppet of Fat Tyson, yeah. All the different personalities over here. And then we have Chinese aunties and clickbait. What are you doing here?
Watch the show.
You like the show too, huh? Like the aunties? Would you like to check out Chinatown with me too? All right, but before we do that though, there's more art pieces over here. We have a seller. This guy's like not interested in selling. He's not haggling like nowadays. Check it out. They're selling candies, notebooks, condoms, or magazines, 30 magazines probably. When I was a kid in San Francisco Chinatown, they sold some porn magazines, and as kids, you know, we saw them, but check it out. We have more stuff here. You have the Chinese kids here banging on drums, Chinese lion dancing, and the Chinese uncle that's working on detailing the different lion heads. Check it out, guys. The story of the Chinese culture, and also we have Indian culture and Chinese aunties just coexisting with each other. Old story of Singapore's Chinese and Indian community. When clickbait is hungry, it becomes very terrifying. So we're gonna find some food first, and I haven't ate all morning yet. So we're here at the Maxwell Food Center. All right, here's our first meal of the day, Hainan Jifan from Tian Tian. The line was super long. It better be good, and it better make clickbait happy, because we're not gonna have an angry clickbait while checking out Chinatown. So let's dig in. They have Hainan Jifan all over the world. They also have it in Bangkok. I've tried it. It's really good there. This one's a little different. The sauce here, a little bit spicy, savory sauce, and the chicken quality, it's really good. It was worth the 5-minute wait. Now that we're done eating and clickbait is satisfied, finally, it's time to go check out this temple right here. Check it out. I've never seen a Chinese temple designed like this before, especially in the overseas Chinatown. It's like a mix of pagoda. This is called the Fo Ya Si Buddha Tooth Temple. Let's go check it out real quick. Whoa. Look at the abs on this guy. How did you work out, and what kind of food did you eat to get a physique like this, sir? So, this is the Buddha Tooth Relic Temple and Museum, one of the main attractions in Chinatown, but also a place for people to practice Buddhism. As you can see from the outside, this is a massive Tang Dynasty style building with several floors. On the first floor, there's the Dharma Hall with the giant Guan Yin statue, and this is where the Buddhist chanting happens. On the other floors, there are relics and art figures collected from various countries where Buddhism is also practiced. Last but definitely not the least, there's a giant prayer wheel on the roof. I've mentioned before that I am not religious, but I do appreciate the architecture and artwork in religious buildings. So while clickbait and others are doing their thing getting empowered by Buddhism, I'm genuinely enjoying all the characteristics of the temple. There were also areas where picture taking and filming were prohibited, so if you want to get the full experience, you'll have to visit this temple yourself. And that was that massive Chinese temple. Alright, we finally made it, guys. The Niu Che Shui, the Chinatown street market. Wait, is it Chinatown or is it just a street market? Either way, let's go check it out. Maybe we came at the wrong time because a lot of places look closed compared to the Chinatown in Malaysia or in Kuala Lumpur. But it's all good though. The less shop, the less money clickbait spends, which is what she asked me to do to stop her from shopping. So all these shops are assisting me and helping clickbait stop shopping.
Not me here.
So another characteristic I want to show you guys is the architecture. Very similar to Phuket and Malacca, right? The Baba Yaya was influenced by the Europeans, but they maintained their own influence as well. I have bad news, guys. After checking out the temple and walking around a little bit, clickbait is hungry again. So now we're gonna check out this Chinatown point and see if they have any like good food. But streets of Singapore, guys, in case you've never seen it, reminds me of Hong Kong a little bit. But people are a lot nicer though. In Hong Kong, if you don't speak Cantonese, you're in for a time. So we ended up getting noodles at a place called Ji Noodle Place, and Clickbait got so hungry that she mixed everything up already. So unfortunately, it used to not look like this. It had a better presentation, but yeah. But check it out. There's a long line here. Lines can be as long as 1 hour. When you look at some of the other shops, no lines. But this one, there's lines queuing even though it's closed. And this part is actually really interesting. We came here a little earlier. It's like all these like different stalls, food stalls, and people just order, you go to a random seats, and then you start eating. The best part is people clean up after themselves. And I saw a sign that if you don't clean up, you get fined, but I don't know how true that is, but it's another reason why Singapore is so clean. But yeah, how's it so far? Aloy mak in Thai means Jack is very sexy.
No. I mean delicious.
Oh, you wait. Alright. Oh. Alright guys, so as you can see, I am back in the hotel. So what happened? After we were done eating at Gigi Noodle, we walked around Chinatown a little bit more, but it started raining and we did not have an umbrella, so we're like, is there anything else that's worth getting wet for? There were a few temples and a few street arts and a lot of shops left, but we did see a massive temple, so we were all templed out. We weren't hungry, so no more food, and you know what? We decided to just call it a day here in Chinatown, so you know, we did some other stuff. But what did we learn today? We learned that Singaporeans are absolutely escalator enthusiasts. And as for Chinatown, there's some really good food and a lot of good food here in Singapore's Chinatown. So if you're a food enthusiast and a Chinatown enthusiast, you have to come to Singapore. Well, look at Clickbait, she's hungry again. But totally unrelated, we went to 7-Eleven afterwards to get dinner, and 7-Eleven in Asia is just too good. But yeah, totally unrelated. As for the Chinatown video, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, or another Chinatown, Jack's off.